All right. I'm doing this video right now because I've just been watching When They See Us about the Central Park Five. And honestly, I was trying not to watch it. I really was. And people have been telling me about it, telling me to watch it. So I went on ahead and did that. And now I'm like, yeah, it's something that I see that I have to address. Um, our biggest problem right now as people, we not blowing shit up. We don't have control of the media. We forgot as people the deal between the government and us. You know, we talk about the government like the boogeyman, and they're not boogeymen. We talk about police like they're absolutely authority, and they're not. Police are just there to assist us. They work for us. They our gang. That's who they are. Don't get it twisted. Police ain't nothing but a gang, and we the chiefs. We call them, tell them, hey, look, get that motherfucker. They don't have the right to hurt nobody if ain't nobody trying to hurt them. You understand? Over time, we allowed them to carry guns because, yeah, actually, at first it was just the sheriff. Sheriff was the only one who had a gun. You go get the sheriff and you say, Sheriff, this motherfucker over here who out the damn stole this from me and they got guns. Sheriff come with his 6-shooter. Hook. You know, and his rifle. You feel me? With his rifle, he pick him off if he got to. But for the most part, he say, I'm the sheriff over here. And I say, give me this, give me that. And sometimes the sheriff got dead. A lot of times sheriff got dead. So when the sheriff get killed, somebody else becomes sheriff. So the sheriff start rocking with deputies. You feel me? When he start rocking with deputies, that's called deputizing. So he deputizing these people. All right. Now, after the sheriff's deputy are not sheriffs. But since the sheriff himself deputized them, that means that they fall under him and he gave them a bit of his authority because he was elected by the people to do his job. So he said, you a sheriff's deputy now. So if you hurt the sheriff's deputy, you just broke a law. You understand? Especially if he was carrying out his duties. But the sheriff know when he ain't right. And if the sheriff don't, say the sheriff's deputy get out of line, if the sheriff don't reprimand him or fuck him up for doing fucked up shit, then yeah, you get to fire the sheriff. And then you get to fuck the deputy up anyway. Not only that, a deputy can be a deputy through different sheriffs, right? But he doesn't automatically keep his job. Because if you get a new sheriff in there, the new sheriff can fire all the deputies. Now, here's what we fuck up. There's an auxiliary police force. They ain't shit but a militia. Literally. They ain't shit but a militia. That's it. They're a little army. A gang. That's who they are. No ifs and buts about it. They are not deputies. They have no legal standing. They are there for other reasons that are in law that I cannot share with you people because y'all don't know. If you don't know, you don't know. But them niggas is knights. That's all I can say. Anyway, none of that is either here nor there. What I want to talk about right now is When They See Us and the issues that I see. My brother actually had me watch it first and wanted me to point out some things, and I couldn't watch it because I'm going through my own legal troubles right now based upon the exact same thing that these guys are dealing with. And I think that's the reason he wanted me to watch it. Now that I'm watching it, I'm going, yeah, that's why he was asking me to see it. We have an issue, man. We don't control media no more. Media was our way of holding the government accountable. It was ours, right? It belonged to the people. All right. So when I say media, I mean newspapers. And see, TV is new, but it's not. It's actually a very old invention. All right. But the scale in which it's used right now is new. So we used to control the narrative. Now we've not been educated. You think because you went to school, you know something. You don't know shit. This is why people like Masons and Eastern Stars and all these clubs scare certain people, even if they so-called educated. Oh, I passed high school. What you talking about? I went to college. I got a bachelor's degree. And you don't even know what that means. You ain't even scratched the surface yet. Just keeping it 100. You ain't even scratched the surface. So a lot of us, fuck a lot of us, 98% of us are uneducated. Even me. Even me. I'm not making myself exempt. We are ignorant. All right? I just know enough to know that I'm ignorant and not know how to solve it. A lot of people are walking around not understanding that they're ignorant. Okay? That's a big issue. And since we're so ignorant, we don't realize that our remedy came through our power. Our power, we set it up to where we know certain litigation techniques and this and that, and we have a certain status. We didn't expect these people to take our status from us. I don't know why, but our ancestors didn't really expect that. And not only that, they planned for it. That's the fucked up part. They put laws in place to protect us from this shit. And that's what we're experiencing. We're experiencing people violating our status, violating our God-given rights. All right. And they basically changed our status in law so that they can do whatever they want to us. All right. And then now it becomes a political thing instead of a life and death thing. Oh, sorry about that, y'all. But it becomes a political thing instead of a life and death thing. And that's what we're experiencing. You have to be in a certain realm of law to deal with life and death. And because they're acting outside of that, actually they're acting within that. We're acting outside of it because we allowed them to centralize education, to standardize it, which is crazy. But education is supposed to be a personal, private experience. Not only that, um, in a way, it's public. In a way, it's public. But and I say that because the books. Books are part of the public. It's used publicly and privately. But you buy books. Books are actual intellectual properties. You understand? So they belong to someone. No knowledge is free. You understand? So they're someone's intellectual property, but they're shared with the world. Therefore, it makes them public. Do we get that? And correct me if I'm wrong. Anybody hear me? Apparently my views ain't up just yet. But when you start looking at these videos, you're gonna see that number be big. Right now it's 0 though. But anyway, um, but yeah. So I'm looking at this and I'm saying these young men are victims of birthright theft, as well as basically a system that is not run by their peers or the people. Everybody said they saw a jury, but that jury was stacked from day one. It's stacked with ignorance. You understand? And then I'm thinking about my own personal situation. Right now, I'm dealing with people who burst in my home, kidnapped me, held me for 54 days, and told me they'll dismiss it if I shut up and go quietly, if I just go away and continue as I was. I have 2 days to reply to a charge that they put up, and if I don't reply, then I can't ask for restoration. My significant other was scared. She's pregnant. She's scared that they were gonna hold me forever, or actually she's just going through a lot of things with all the bills and everything. She can't function by herself. She can't take care of herself and all of my kids. So she went and got a lawyer. I never did any business with this man. Not only that, the first time I ever seen one of these men, because it's actually two of them, and one sent the other one. She actually went to one. He sent the other, who was already my public defender. But then he said, "Oh no, I'm private now, Yana." And I mean, I know I'm public, but I'm private. And you feel me? It's bullshit. But anyway, he comes in and basically threatens. Well, he threatens my wife and me rather with my wife. He kind of uses her to coerce me into signing a bond, and that's how I'm out talking to y'all on YouTube right now, for real. Just keeping it 100. That and because she wasn't going. She basically, I bought her a brand new car. She put a lien on it. You hear me? The state actually took my house, illegal as hell, but they took it, claiming that the bank did it, but they own it, not the bank. And how they own something if the bank? You hear me? It's fuckery, man. What I do know is that it's all fuckery, and that if you don't shut up, if I don't shut up and go away, they're gonna lock me up. Nobody gonna do shit about it because ain't no federal government, people, and ain't nobody giving a fuck about us. And I mean people, because like I said in my other video, when I went to jail, I saw people in there. I didn't see niggas. I didn't see crackers. I didn't see wetbacks. I didn't see beaners. All that stupid shit. Those are fucking slurs. They ain't worth a fuck in there, because they see you all as the same thing. Ignorant motherfuckers. Corpses. That's who you are to them. They don't care if you a redneck that got the Ku Klux Klan bullshit and all that. They don't give a fuck if you the hardest gangbanger from East LA. They don't care. They don't give a fuck. They'll shoot you in the head at a traffic stop, and they'll throw you in a cave and call it a cell and feed you fucking bullshit all day. And your best hope is, man, I hope my people put some commissary on my books. And that shit's marked up to 200-300%. They getting rich off of you. And you know what they go home and eat every day? Steaks and shit. They got nice houses. They don't even get parking tickets, bro. Yeah, Judge, I the new little guy that you got working over there in the sheriff's department, he wrote me a traffic ticket. I was wondering if you could go ahead and dismiss that for me. Oh, you're sure, no problem, Becky. Write it on off, man. You hear me? Because that's how they play, bro. It ain't about law with these people. These people been so unlawful since I've been here, bro. So unlawful. Violated so many of my civil liberties. And every time I go try to file paperwork, I got county clerks basically telling me they're not going to file my shit. Basically. You understand? They question every time. Well, what is this for? And where's this going? Baby, it's going to the record. Just put it on the record. That's all I need you to do. It's already notarized. I don't need your help. None. Just, that's all you do. You type it in. Put it on the record, sweetie. Well, I can't do that because I'm going to have, no, I can't do that because I don't understand it. And, well, baby, you ain't supposed to understand it. It ain't for you to understand. It's my reply. Well, it's an answer, right? Okay, so what case number? This the case number. Okay, and okay, what you're saying ain't matching up, baby. I didn't ask you to match it up for me. They know what I'm talking about. Well, see, the law says that, so you my judge now. That's what you saying. You the judge now. That's what you is? Then they shut up and, well, I think that you need to go somewhere else and go get an attorney or something like that and have him come in here. So now you're telling me that I need counsel to file on public record. These are the things that I'm dealing with right now. Now, some of you, like I say, 90% of the world, we ignorant. So some of you don't even understand how outlandish that is. But a lot of people that know what I'm talking about are sitting back like, damn. My thing is, I don't know what else to do. I know basics. There's no agency that's going to come and help me. Now, it's one thing about them Caucasians, they got agencies and friends and all that shit. They got people to come and help them. When motherfuckers ain't doing the law right, man, Caucasian can, because he's in his proper person. He's European. He's Tom Jones. My name ain't Tom Jones. though that was the name they put on us. So when he go say, they violate my rights and this and that, the feds will come. Hey, look, y'all can't do that shit. You know you can't do that to us. Do it to them niggas. We gave y'all somebody to violate. Do it to the Mexicans. We gave y'all somebody to violate. Because they property of Portuguese. The Dutch. Man, I got bad sinuses right now, bro. I promise. 3 days in a row. Don't judge me. But yeah. So they property of the Dutch. A lot of people don't know that. Spain and all that bullshit. Portugal. They were down there first. I ain't trying to give y'all no history lesson. I'm just saying what I see is that the media could have helped these men out, and they didn't. They killed them. Basically, they sent them to jail. And what nobody's thinking about is the fact that when you go to jail, they take time from you. Time can't be given back. I don't give a fuck how much money you get. Prices of shit change. You can give me 40 million a day, and if you make my rent 100 million, then it means shit. 40 million ain't shit. More realistically, you give me 40 million, I got to split it 5 ways. Plus, I got to pay lawyer fees, and each one of them had lawyers. All right, so there's 5 lawyers. Each one of them get a third. A third, a third, a third, a third, and a third. You heard? but this the thing. They all get a third of a million of whatever the client got. So say out of 40 million, you split it 5 ways, right? What? I can't count that well. Don't blame me. Don't blame me for that. Blame the school system. All right, 40 million, that's 8 million apiece, right? Maybe not. Maybe. I don't know. I can't count that well. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. I'm a collegiate. Plus, hey, anyway, 8 million apiece. All right, so that's a third for each lawyer, right? That's standard. Standard a third for each one. All right. Now, let's say, yeah, let's go with that third. All right. So a third of 8 million is what? You split that up 3 ways. So that's like 2.5. Let's say 2.2. All right. So we're going to say 2.3 just to be safe. All right. Yeah. 2.3 million. Right? Is what they get. All right. Now you got what? 4.6 million left. That's great. Right? They tax brackets go up. They gotta buy places to live. They got old bills. Old bills. Not only that, all right, $1 million ain't shit. True. But now they gotta house that money. And in a year, 9 times out of 10, they're still ignorant to law. So 9 times out of 10, they're gonna have to pay some kind of taxes on that bullshit. And if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on this, but I don't believe that you're supposed to pay taxes on the settlement. Any court monies. But 9 times out of 10, those dudes don't know none of that. They don't have the mentality to handle that kind of money, right? Not only that, they had people that was feeding them in jail and shit like that. You know, did so yeah. And I can't see a lawyer just taking a third of that kind of settlement anyway. I know it's got to be higher than that, but at the same time, who gives a shit? Point is that I was being nice by saying that they're taking it from their individual cuts of that money. Because I'm thinking they more likely took a third of 40 million and then allowed those guys to, because lawyers get their money off top. So a third coming off of 40 million. Now that's a way bigger number. You know what it is? Now, if they took a master third of 40 million and then they split that as lawyers, which I know they didn't do. But either way, so those men got close to what? Like 4 or 5 million apiece? 4 or 5 million apiece? Yeah. That's a nice little piece of change. But we talking about 30 years of your life gone. You understand? Your innocence. Gone. You missed it. Your first kiss with a girl, gone, bruh. Gone. First piece of pussy. First time you ever slid in and oh shit. You talking about figuring out what manhood is. It's gone, bro. Working a job and shit like that shit dead. That shit dead. Having a profession, that shit dead, bro. Working for yourself or choosing to work for somebody else or whatever. Participating, being productive in society is dead. That's dead now. They took that from you. Not only that, you were already uneducated. You probably got even more educated while you were in prison. But I guarantee you were violated because you've been in there so long. See, when you grow up in that system, yeah, that's a motherfucker. You talking about 14, 15, and 16-year-olds. They fuck. But here's what's really fucked up. This happened in the 80s, bro. This shit's still going on right now, bro. These men got released in 2002, bro. They didn't get their money till 2012, bro. That's 10 years. For what? What those folks stalling for, bro? Why couldn't they just pay them immediately? You released me because you found the evidence and I paid me the same day. Fuck that. The same day. Why they stall, bro? Why are they stalling? Is the question. Why are they stalling? You hear me? That's how hateful these people is, man. Now, they didn't get their money till 2012, bro. You know what happens in 2012? All that bullshit. Trayvon Martin dying. Mike Brown. What's the lady name? I don't want to say it wrong. I think it's Sandra Bland. Orlando Castillo. All these people, man, are getting killed around that time, bro. You understand? From like 2000 and I want to say 11 on up. That murder rate of police is rising and rising and rising. Not like they haven't been doing this shit all the time. The files show that. That's what they do. Not only that, bro. I met and I said this before. It ain't all cops. Some cops, man, they just working a job, bro. They're just working a job. But you got motherfuckers with a God complex. You got a lot of them, especially in them big cities, especially in really small towns, bro. They got a God complex. I'm talking about the motherfuckers that roll through your neighborhood. And they get the same motherfuckers that arrest them back to back. I just saw a guy the other day said that he's a sex offender, right? Now, mind you, I got girls, bro. I got a lot of little girls. You know, I got a lot of daughters. You know, it's a player's curse. What can I say? Yeah, feel me. But I love my daughters. I do. So yeah, I ain't cool with the whole pedophiles and predator shit. But the way that they're doing law right now, anybody can be a predator. Anybody can be a person that's a pedophile or whatever under the law. They'll make you register. You understand me? You got a little cousin. You're changing your cousin's diaper, right? You're babysitting the cousin. Cousin takes his bad shit. You know, little baby cousin. You know, now say this is your little cousin's child. Your little cousin, younger cousin that just had this baby has to go to work. You understand? She got to provide for him. You nice enough to babysit this cousin, but you're male. All right. Now, if you're like me, I raised my little cousins. You feel me? So yeah, of course they to some that's outside of that, they'd be like, damn, why would they leave a baby with you? You a whole man. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, but men are nurturers too, motherfucker. I'm a nurturer and a provider for my children. All right. That's just who I am. All right. I was raised by a single mom. Okay. And who was actually married, but daddy had left. So after they gone for a while, that's actually considered a divorce. And my dad was gone for like 9 years. So yeah, single. You feel me? So anyway, but yeah, so I grew up knowing how to change diapers and shit like that, and make bottles, and whether it be formula or the breast milk. And breast milk is wonderful, man. It is. It's wonderful shit. It tastes good in a month. I used to pour it in my cereal. But nah, that's brain power for you, bro. Real shit. It's good shit for you. But anyway, point is that, you know, say that you're one of those nurturing men and they leave that baby with you, right? And say that somebody wants to be a dick because they don't like you and they feel the way that they feel. They don't, you know, they've never seen that type of shit before and they go, oh my God, they automatically have a nightmare in their head about it. You feel me? And they call them folks on you, right? And say police bust in while you're in the middle of changing this diaper. You just violated, you assaulted that baby. It's not you were changing the diaper, bro. See, it's the context. It's the context in which they say it. Oh no, we caught the defendant in there rubbing and caressing the minor, and the minor was crying and pleading. Now, mind you, we're talking about, in my head when I started this, it's a newborn, it's a baby, it's a child. You understand? Now, I'm not a sick motherfucker, but apparently these lawyers and these cops, they watch crime TV or whatever the fuck that shit is. See, I don't watch TV. That's another thing. I don't involve myself in that nonsense. I involve myself in literature. Okay? That's what I do. I read the fuck out some books. That's what I do. I don't read horror books and all that shit. Though I did like that one book. What was it? The Dead Town or some shit like that. The Living Dead or some shit. But it was more of a scientific book. But I like stuff like that. If it has science fiction and it's more of a thought process, I read it. But as far as like straight horror, gruesome shit, I ain't with it. Cause I grew up in a very I guess controlled society, I guess you can call it, where death wasn't something that we celebrated. But it seems like the world celebrates death now. You know, you see there have been videos on YouTube where women were getting their heads chopped off and they're calling it cartel videos. You're blaming entities that you don't even know. You don't know anything about a cartel. Yet you're talking about these are cartel videos where they're cutting women's heads off and all kinds of stupid shit. They got shit they talking about jihad, and I don't even know none of these people, but this is what they call them. You know, that they're cutting people heads off and arms and legs, and then you got over in what they call that, the Congo, where they're enslaving people in Libya and all this bullshit, and they're actually chopping these people up and all kinds of shit. All this shit is online. I know that already. It comes through my Facebooks and all those social media. That's why I stay off that shit. I've witnessed these videos being sent to friends and they try to show me, and I go, what you got me watching, man? Get that out of my face, man. I don't want to see no nonsense like that. But these people will sit and watch this nonsense repeatedly. You know, for me, I think life is precious. You know, I'm the type of person that I believe that I'm the type of person. All right, for one, let me just give y'all a little bit of me too. I don't like organized Caucasians who claim to have authorities. I don't like it because more times than not, they abuse it. That's why. Not because I don't like Caucasians. I'm just not fond of the lies or the abuse of power, right? That you don't have in the first place. That's how I feel. People say, oh, well, that's because you have a problem with authority. No, I have a problem with people assuming authority when they don't have it. I have a problem with that. And I have a problem with people lying and then using force to make their lie the truth. Perfect example. A cop has no right to stop you on a highway, right? A trooper not stop you without his hat being on. I've seen both of these things happen. Now you got to understand the difference between a cop and a trooper. And then even more so, a trooper is nothing but a highwayman. He's there to rob you. You ain't even supposed to stop for him. You're supposed to keep moving. But you stop out of compliance so he doesn't hurt you. Right? And then there's a way to legally deal with whatever he does, whether it is desiring a signature from you or whatever. There's a legal way to handle that. But then you have magistrates that know these things are existent and are dealing with it, pretending to be mediums, but then they become a part of the problem, which they're not supposed to be. It violates their canons. So, yeah, we have a lot of issues going on, you know. So me, I'm the type of person that when I see things like that, I go, yeah, I'm not really fond of those people. But I said all of that to say, no matter who the baby is, who the kid is, I believe we should protect and nurture all children. I don't care who they are. I don't care what they look like. Little blue babies, I'm down. They babies. That's the type of person I am. That's the type of person my mother raised. I love every kid. Kids have no fault. Children, minors, have no fault in this world. To me, I don't know what you say, but my upbringing and the way I believe, children have no fault in this life. All right, they're here to make the world better. That's it. Only through them can we advance. So when it comes to children, I don't play. All right, I'll die for anybody's baby. I will. I will. That's real shit for me. All right. Two, um, I don't feel like I don't think the worst of people right off the bat. I don't. And I let people show me who they are. Perfect example. Uh Two policy enforcers came to my home, walked to my house disrespectful as hell. I allowed them to do what they were doing because they were there under the assumption that they had authority. But I made I let them make no mistake of thinking that I was in somehow in agreement with their supposed authority, nor did I let them go unchallenged as far as their disrespect. You know, I told them I don't like policy enforcers. I don't like this and I don't like that. I can't stand this and I don't like that. I don't like the things you people do. You know, after giving them that that insight into me and what was going on with me and the reason I was looking the way I was looking, the I guess he was a leader because y'all tell me, isn't lieutenant higher than sergeant? I thought it was, but this guy was apparently a lieutenant, and the other guy was a sergeant. And I won't tell you their names, but they know who they are. If they ever see this video, they'll be like, "Yeah, that was us." But yeah, the lieutenant says, "Hey, you know what? I'm sorry about that. I'm Lieutenant such and such. This is Sergeant such and such." And be like, "Yeah, how you doing? Woo woo." And we didn't mean to walk into your house disrespecting you. We were just here just to do this and do that. We mean no harm. Woo woo woo. After that, hey, the man showed me who he was, man. Like he said, he meant no disrespect. This is just status quo. He's used to doing this, and nobody ever challenged him on it. You feel me? And we had good dialect after that, man. We had a good time. Now, part of that day is why I'm going through legal problems I'm going through though, because there were people that that were not there that day that are trying to impose their will upon me, and I ain't going. They can kiss my ass. One thing I have in me, I cannot bow to nobody, bro. I cannot bow. I would rather die than bow. That's just me. And that's that royalty in my blood, that nobility. You understand? There's a nobility clause. And for those who don't know, I am a Moor, a full-blooded Moor, a free Moor, not Moor-ish, but a Moor. All right. Um, and you could say that I'm Moorish if that's what you feel like. That's okay. I'm cool with that jurisdiction. Yet I am a Moor, a descendant of the Moors, and also the Moabites. And I'm still studying my history and all of that. I'm actively learning, and I'm an active Moor. Um, Now, with that said, I also have an instrument, a straw man, and my straw man is used way more than my correct status because my correct status is not to be dealt with in the public. Simple and plain. And I'm having the hardest fucking time right now. All right. It's like either you obey these people or they kill you. And that's what those young men were dealing with. The Central Park Five. That's what they were dealing with. Tron, his father, was scared, man. It broke my heart to see how scared he was and how ignorant he was. And let's be known, I had to explain this to my cousin. Ignorance is not a bad thing unless you choose to be that way. You understand? It's not an insult. It's just fact. All right. We have to get away from these emotional things, man, and we have to create a news outlet that we believe in, media that we believe in. Facebook is not reliable. It's owned by somebody else. YouTube, I'm sad to say, is not reliable. It's owned by somebody else. Now, it's cool to go through this medium. Of course, I'm using it. All right, but it's not reliable because they don't support us. You understand? They're just getting their money how they get it. The feds could tell them to take down all my videos, and they'll do that shit within the hour. Over what? Because they said so. Because that's who they work with. But I could tell them, hey, put all my videos back up. Fuck is wrong with you? You violate my civil liberties. And he'll look at me like, no, nigga. Fuck you talking about? And that's just their stance. So we need a media outlet that we trust, that we believe in. And I mean, we the people, all right? The people of the world, the people of the land, the people, European, Caucasian, African, Moorish, Moroccan, Turkish, whatever you want to call yourself, Asian, Japanese, Chinese, Vietnamese. I ain't gonna lie, I love the fucking Asians. I do. I love them with everything in me. I promise I do. That is the only ethnicity of people. I think I'm saying that right. That's the only nation of people that I love all of them. Like literally, no matter what flavor they come in, I love them all. They're wonderful, and they've contributed so much to the world that it's fucking crazy. Even in their ignorance, because a lot they are ignorant as hell. But you know, we all are, of course, and even in their ignorance, they've contributed more than some of us enlightened folks. Most of us enlightened folks that know a little bit more than the average and all of that. They've contributed so much to this world. I love those fucking Asians. Being that we are Asiatic people. Yes, I know. But I talk the way I talk and do the things I do. Anyway, point is that So I'm looking at this lady Linda and I'm going, yeah, she's just doing what everybody else does. They still doing this, man. It's 2019, bro. They still fucking us up. I'm getting fucked over right now. And when I tell you, I've reached out to Taj Tariq, who is 73 years old, by the way. How the fuck he supposed to anybody do anything? He's supposed to be retired, which actually gives you reason why he's letting a lot of shit out the bag, which that man has helped me a lot as far as information or where to go, what books to read and whatnot. As like a reference point, he's great. But when I tell you it's some stuff that he ain't got right or doesn't have the right going, I'm not challenging him at all. And I don't want y'all to do that because you're not supposed to challenge your elders, for one. And two, you just ain't supposed to do that. Anyway, but there's a few things that I don't agree with him on. Okay, more than a few, a lot. But at the same time, very influential person. And see, you don't need to get all the diamonds and rubies from a man giving you emeralds. You understand? You just get the emeralds and then work your way to the diamonds and rubies. You feel me? So get your emeralds up so you can go get you some diamonds and rubies. So I think the emerald is actually worth more than a ruby. I'm not sure. But either way, yeah. Anyway, so but yeah, and then I'm thinking like, I'm thinking about this lady Linda Fenderman or whatever. I put her on the actual thumbnail for this video. And I'm like, nothing happened to her. Like nothing. Nothing happened to her. She took those men's lives away. But she really didn't do it as far as paperwork goes. As far as paperwork goes, it says the state did it. And by law, you can't sue a state. A state is not liable. It's a dead entity. This is why in law, they cannot deal with live people. Because they have the ability to take a live person's life, which they don't have that ability. If you understand what I'm saying. See, when you allow dead entities to accost the living lose way more than the dead do. They're dead, so they can't talk to you. You alive. But then when you go in the courtroom, you start talking that shit about you being alive and them being dead. That don't mean shit to them. They start laughing at you. You feel me? And they fuck you up anyway. But you know, the law is that they're dealing with admiralty law, and they're dealing with what the fuck is the other one? I think it was common or civil law. I think it's civil law. All right, and am I right? I want to say civil law. All right, civil law I believe is about the money. That's basically commercial law. All right, because you do a civil suit about some bread. You want some money. All right, but then admiralty law is about contracts. Now, like I say, I'm still learning a lot of this shit. I've only been really into this, man, for like a few months. I'm just keeping it 100. It's been like a year, maybe two. And everything that I know for sure, I've read. And I've heard everything damn near. You know, any videos and all that shit y'all be watching, I've been watched all that shit. But my thing is, I don't believe or say anything that I've heard. I can only speak what I read with my own two eyes. Like Universal, I'm sorry, it's not the Universal. A lot of people don't know that. The Uniform Commercial Code. The Uniform Commercial Code, the UCC, is what it's called, an abbreviation. I have not read all of the codes, nor do I apply them to the things that other people apply them to. Because I see when I hear something, and this is what all of y'all should do too. Everybody that's looking for, when you're into the whole, you did, you know what we be on. You feel me? When you're trying to get on the private side, you need to look at the naysayers and the people that are telling you that this shit is okay to be doing. And that's what I do. You know, I look at the naysayers versus, you know, the people that say, yeah, this shit is supposed to be done. I'm gonna take my glasses off because I'm getting a big ass glare, and I don't really want y'all to, you know, get that. Plus, you know, when feds pause videos and they zoom in and all that, they try to look at your background and see what you see, so they can pinpoint your locations. I saw it on the movie. Don't judge me. Anyway, but yeah. So you have to look at the naysayers. Like I heard some things about sovereign citizens. I didn't know what a sovereign citizen was. I had to figure that out for myself. But I went and see what the people that don't like sovereign citizens had to say. I listened. Okay, all right. And I researched a little bit. And then I listened to the people that are for sovereign citizens, or they're the people that they were claiming to be sovereign citizens. I was listening. I was like, yeah, that motherfucker sounds stupid. Then I was listening to the people that taught them about that shit, and noticed that the word sovereign citizen is an oxymoron. And then I noticed what sovereign was. Sovereign is totally a legal thing. That's cool. The state is considered sovereign. But then you go citizen. Well, the state says anyone under their jurisdiction is a citizen. And those so-called sovereign citizens were claiming not to be under their jurisdiction, therefore they were no longer citizens. Because you have the right to renounce jurisdiction or citizenship. You have the right to say, I'm not a citizen. That's your right. And they usually deport you. But what happens when you say you're not a citizen and you're from that land? You're at home, right? You own land, yet you're not a citizen. Now, states have done this all the time, have said that they're not citizens of the U.S. It's called succession, seceding, right? Where they secede from the Union, right? They weren't thrown in jail for that. They weren't called sovereign citizens for that. It was just a war. It was a war. Because it's like, okay, we want your land then. That's pretty much what the U.S. told them. Hey, we want your land then. We're going to shoot missiles at your goof ass until you say that you with us. Now, what that sound like? A game, motherfucker. I'm talking about, like, y'all got to stop with the nonsense, man. Like, let's call shit what it is, man. They a gang, bro. You got the big gang, you got the big gang, then you got the little gang, then you got the little gang, then you got the little gang, until it get all the way down to the peons. The little big gang. So I'm talking about them Bloods, them Crips, them all them nigga gangs. They small potatoes. Sorry to tell y'all, bro. Y'all small potatoes. Cause them big gangs, they call LAPD, NYPD, PD, PD, PD. Whatever got a PD at the end of that motherfucker, them big gangs. That's a big gang. Okay. Then they answer to the bigger gangs. You know, the FBI's and the CIA's and the NSA's and the, you know, Homeland Securities. Homeland Security, right? So, they also call them something else. What is it? It's the Department of Homeland Security, right? Now, what does those letters spell out? DHS, Department of Homeland Security, right? DHS. Where do you get your stamps from? DHS, Department of Human Services. No, bitch, it's the same corporation. DHS is how they're filed legally. Those are their initials. I don't give a fuck if they call it Department of Hoes and Pimps or Hoes and Suckers. Department of Hoes and Suckers. I don't give a fuck what kind of department they call it. It's called DHS. That's where you get your stamps from, your EBT, your TANF or whatever the fuck they call it from, and all of that. They do a census on your goof ass. And so when you claim to be black or all that shit, that's how they get you on the contract. That's how they fuck you off. All right. When you sign and shit for them, man, that's how they get you. Now you in their jurisdiction. So y'all can't be sitting there getting EBT and collecting all that shit and thinking that these folks is just gonna let that shit ride, bro. They not gonna let it ride. You owe them now. Fuck, you gonna eat off me, motherfucker. You gonna sit at my table and then you gonna say you ain't with me? Fuck ass nigga, I'm gonna kill your goof ass. That's how they seeing it, bro. Like, and you can't even be mad at them. But that's a gang mentality, is it not? So let's go back to these 5 young men. They sitting at the table. All right, they declared them dead under the law. So they ain't finna get no justice. All that shit was just for show. You know how much they get paid to do all that acting in the court, bro? You know how much they getting paid? I mean, the papers they gotta file and all this bullshit. They getting bread off of that, bro. They getting a lot of fake money off of that shit. Not only that, you gotta sign so much shit, and then you scared. You scared for your life. You gonna sign whatever folks tell you to sign. Please, son, don't kill me. I don't want to go to jail. Why you don't want to go to jail? Why? You already in jail. See, they held me in jail for 54 days, bro. I ain't guilty of shit. Let y'all know that right now. They ain't had no evidence on no crime. They already talking about dismissing it as long as I shut up and go by my way. Go get a job and you're gonna take some classes and you're good. We're gonna drop all the charges. Yeah, but you're not gonna give me my fingerprints back. Right? You're not gonna give me my house back that you took from me. You're not. You incarcerated me at the time that I was to be fighting a foreclosure on my house. Cause them people fucked up, man. They know they fucked up. I was finna get in that ass. Cause I had my house not free and clear. My house is worth like, honestly, from what they say, my house is worth like 200 grand. You understand? But I know land is worth way more than that. And it's already in trust, you feel me? So that's neither here nor there. Point is that they facilitated that because they saw that. And so they arrested me the first chance they got. Now, point is that I went down to the clerk. The lady wouldn't even let me file paperwork to stop that fake ass foreclosure because those people are violating. And I'm gonna start doing videos on foreclosure too to give y'all some insight. And yeah, man, these people been charging y'all for this bullshit, and then they don't never give you all the tools you need. You always got to keep coming back to them. Me, I do need help. So because commercial paper is what's running this land right now, I do. And if you have it, cool. If you don't, cool. I'm gonna start doing private shit though. Like I'm gonna get it off of here. You feel me? Because this is their instrument. I don't want to use their instrument. But yeah, you're never gonna see me reveal no secrets on this motherfucker. You gotta come to my shit, and then I just let you, get it in. You did, and then I do it like a donation thing. You can donate, and then maybe you can't. If it helped you, fuck yeah, fuck with me. You supposed to pay it forward. Fuck you mean, But if it didn't help you, man, don't give me shit. Don't give me shit. Don't even look at me for nothing. Just go, man, dude ain't shit. He ain't talking about shit. You feel me? And I respect it, you know. So that's another reason how you know I'm a help. I'm not gonna tell you no nonsense. I ain't gonna tell you nothing I ain't doing myself. I ain't trying to do myself. You feel me? A lot of these guys are sitting out here, man, and I've dealt with this myself, where they'll tell you, yeah, man, all you gotta do is file this, woo, 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 woo. All right, so what that look like? Could you send me a template? Yeah, I seen that. And then you'll cross-reference, which most people are not cross-referencing, which that's what y'all need to be doing. You cross-reference the document with the procedural documents or the format for the documents in your state, county, or whatever, and then you also cross-reference it with their jurisdiction because it does change. We're dealing with different states. All right, but it should never totally differ. All right. And then when you look at it, it looks nothing like that. It looks like chicken scratch compared to what their documents are looking like and what the format is. And so at that point, you should know that this person don't know what the fuck they doing or talking about. And then they're gonna tell you how they have all these motions filed and all these writs. All right, like writs, dude. Writs are for federal court. All right. Now you can use a writ anywhere, true, but nobody really uses that shit no more, bro. Everything is really like motions and shit. But I tell you this, the law itself doesn't get old. You know, you have what maxims of law. Once again, I'm still learning, bro. That's why I ain't like helped like on a grand scale, but I've helped a lot of people who are ignorant to basic law or the way that these people operate. Hell yeah, I'll help because I saw a lot of shit on Law and Order. You feel me? So I help. So yeah, I give my opinion. I say, yeah, this ain't a legal opinion, but yeah, this is Law and Order. Law and Order helped me out, and they showed me. So if you watch Law and Order and then you listen to what I'm talking about and find that episode, then you good. You feel? So that's what I said I was gonna do. I was gonna make me some videos and shit about everything I seen on Law and Order, and then I can do my thing. And then I just take donations, keep the channel up. And I do it on my own shit. That way, no copyright infringement. Because Law and Order, they'll come for me. They'll be like, look, you telling everybody what you saw on our show, and that's copyright infringement. I'll be like, look, it ain't real. Fuck you, man. Oh man. As y'all can see, I'm kind of tired. I just really wanted to talk about what I saw, the fact that we don't have a media outlet anymore. We don't have anybody to call to arms, any way to call anybody to arms. Back in the 60s, that's how we got everything across, man. The media did that shit because they were unbiased. Now, all the corporations own the media. And if the media say something they don't like, they shut their ass down. You don't believe it? Look at all the old talk show hosts and shit. They got their shit on Netflix now. I ain't gonna say no names. You feel me? Ask them. Don't the media be on some bullshit now? Because they biased as hell, bro. And there's no law against it. Ain't no law said the media can't be biased. Yeah, so it's like, and then what's so fucked up? If you get an honest media channel, they'll shut that shit down. They'll lock those folks up and everything. Used to be some shit called Truth TV, right? Dead. Truth TV. Google it. Truth TV. Back when that Ebola shit was doing their thing, the doctor tried to stop the shit because he knew America had the cure for Ebola because they the ones who gave them folks Ebola. Yeah, I said it. I don't give a fuck. Fuck the implications. It's the truth. And that doctor knew that. He was over there treating them people. So he injected himself and his nurses and everybody with that shit. Came back over here, got the cure. He was healed in a day. Caucasian. He said, now I want y'all to help them like y'all help me. Stop lying. And that's what he said, bro. Every news channel cut that shit but Truth TV. And they got Truth TV the fuck off the air too. I said and watched it, bro. It ain't about, like I say, this ain't about conspiracies. Because like I always like to say, motherfuckers be talking about, oh man, it's a conspiracy. Well, they conspired to kill Caesar, and you see what his ass at. Yup. That's why I stand. Straight like that. So yeah, man, everybody If y'all could, man, if you seeing this video, follow my channel, subscribe, bro. Like my videos, even if you ain't watching them, motherfuckers. Like them. Get all your friends to subscribe. Uh, because I want to try to get an audience together so we could do some shit. You feel me? So we can build a media platform of our own that we trust the information. You know, it's like, hey, I saw this woo out the band, and I want to come up with a system, but I want everybody to agree on it, which is gonna be hard as fuck because niggas don't agree on shit. And when I say niggas, I mean everybody. Nigga don't mean nothing but an ignorant person. So just to make everybody feel good, niggas, beaners, wetbacks, crackers, and hillbillies and rednecks don't believe shit. All right. See, I covered everybody. No, I didn't. Chinks and what's the other one? I learned all this shit in Arkansas too from a little Caucasian lady. When we were kids, because I never knew racial slurs before, but I got all this shit down now. But anyway, not to offend anybody. Of course, I'm not meaning to offend you. When you hear me talk or do a video, consider me your family. Consider me your cousin, because that's how I treat people. You know, everybody is family to me because I know where we all come from. So I know that if Noah made every man on this earth, then every man on this earth is my cousin. Keep it 100. I come from Noah, you come from Noah. Hey, what a cousin Pete. You understand? And then, like I said, there's a lot of shit in there. You know, damn, I'm pretty. But yeah, man, it's a lot. It's a lot of shit that people don't know, and it's a lot of things that we need to get under control if we're gonna survive another 2-3 thousand years. You know, because right now we don't have a legal system. We have a bunch of I hate to say it, a bunch of tyrants that aren't doing things correctly, and we have like this many people fighting those tyrants on the behalf of that ain't right. You know, and then they get tired. They get tired, and a lot of them get beat down and join up, you know, and a lot more of them just get pushed out or killed. And it's like we got all the power, but we're ignorant. So let's educate ourselves. Let's educate each other. Let's trust in each other, you know, and let's just create a platform that we can say won't be challenged by anybody else. You know, like I can guarantee you I will die for being righteous. Nothing else. Nothing else. They can say whatever the fuck they want about me. Oh, he killed 58 people. He a terrorist, and he ugly. He can't read good. I don't give a fuck what you say. At the end of the day, if you knew me, you knew a righteous motherfucker. Because I'm never gonna put myself in a position to where I'm gonna do something that's like totally immoral, unless I have some information that you don't have. And then even then it wouldn't be moral. It's just immoral to you because you didn't have the information. So at that point I say study, research it. When you find what I found, then you're gonna be like, damn, that's what he knew this whole time. I thought Buddy was tripping, bro. But yeah, that's just me though. You feel me? Like I say, I'm the type of person, man. I love all kids. Off top, I don't care what color they are. I treat them all the same. Uh, and that's just me. I believe that if a person comes to my home, I don't even have to know you, bro. And you hungry, it's my job to feed you. Straight like that. That's the type of dude I am. You know, so if I'm barbecuing and it's a stranger walking down the street and they smell it, damn, can I get some? Yeah, here. That's how I was raised, bro. You always feed people. You ain't got to give them a place to stay, but you got to give them a fucking meal, because it could be Jesus or Yahshua, his true name, or Emmanuel is his true name. But it could be him. You feel me? So you supposed to feed him, bro. You supposed to. Off top. You know, that's your brother or your sister for that matter. That's another thing. I'm nice to all women because women are nation. To me. I ain't trying to educate nobody right now. So when I see a woman walking, with a baby, my first instinct is to pull over. Sweetheart, you need a ride. But the world is so crazy right now, it teaches us to fear each other. I done had women go, oh, fuck no. No, I don't know you. You could be a crazy raper man. It's like, no, sweetheart, I just want to get you a ride. You know, I had old ladies do that shit. I'm talking ancient. And I had to tell one lady, man, I'm like, listen, baby, yo, old wrinkled ass, don't nobody want you, man. I'm just trying to get you a ride because if you was my mother, which to me you are, you feel me? But if it was my mom and a nigga was driving by and watching my mama sweat in the sun, bro, walk 2 miles, nigga, I'm mad than a motherfucker. Why you ain't pick my mama up, nigga, and get her here? Cause she could die of a heat stroke out there. What does she do, bro? And she dead and your pussy ass rolled by, bro. Now I'm without a mama. You hear me? Because I didn't know or I couldn't get her that ride, bro. So it's like, and once again, it don't matter what color you is, man. Color does not matter, bro. Never has. Don't let it get you. Yeah, we get mad at people and we go to their characteristics. Yeah, everybody that's that color has fucking me up. Sometimes it's true. That's part of the requirements of some gangs, bro. But it ain't that serious, bro. For real, for real. It ain't that serious. Righteous people are righteous people and they come in all shapes, forms, sizes, and colors. And that's just real for me. So yeah, man. That's the type of person I am, you know. And I like I said, I deal with ignorance all the time from people, and I'm tired of it. I'm fucking tired. So I'm making these videos back to back. I'm at people's throat. I want y'all to get some understanding. Even if you don't fucking understand, this is your chance to ask questions. So we can get a platform going. We can get our own media, our own news, our own communication going around the fucking world. Because I got friends in fucking Saudi Arabia and fucking Egypt and fucking London. And man, I got friends fucking everywhere. Straight like that. I fucks with everybody. Amsterdam, the weed capital, bitch. Well, it used to be. They got some Baptist last year. Anyway, I ain't gonna put that out there like that. Did I did that anyway. But yeah, so I got friends fucking everywhere, and you know, you'll be put off by me if you meet me in person. Cause up top, you know, you gonna see, you know, the teeth and you know all the bullshit. You know, that nigga couldn't teach me nothing. Then I start speaking, and you go, okay, nigga. I get that all the time. You feel me? So yeah, man. I'm gonna end this video like this. Get on all the way close on the camera. Y'all see my lazy eye? This one right here is lazy like a motherfucker. Still pretty though. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, my video is always gonna be extra like weird, I guess, because I can see this as being weird, but I'm a little live. Uh, so yeah, man. Tune in, subscribe, all that good shit, man. I got a lot I want to talk about. And more than anything, comment and ask questions. Cause I need to be challenged myself. You know, that's why I'm gonna share these videos and you know, make sure enough people get them so that as long as you watch to the end, you always gonna get some jewels. You always gonna get some jewels, right? Today, I ain't gonna lie and give you no jewels in this video. But maybe I did. Maybe it's somebody that didn't know some of that or ain't figured that part out. Like, yo, damn, media did fuck them over. Media fucked everybody over. Shit, we do need our own media. He finna do it? Okay. What I need to do? Subscribe, comment, like it, share it. Hell yeah, I'm down. So this shit don't happen no more. Oh yeah, and by the way, the pedophile dude that I was talking about, you know, the reason I brought him up is because they're harassing him. He ain't even really. I can't speak on that. I can't say he ain't. I wasn't there. You feel me? But from what I seen and from what I know, there's a chance that he's not really even that person. He was just put in a situation, and now he has to pay for it for his life. And the man is an elderly man, right? And has nowhere to go. Yet he's constantly put in jail because he don't have no other place to go. And they're like, beating on a dead horse, man. It's like the man already fucked over. Leave him be. He fucked up. Oh, you a pedophile. Man, I literally could think that motherfucker and he gonna fall over. Probably die. But they keep arresting him, keep putting him in the news. And I'm just looking at it like, wow, bro. That's what we done reduced us. That's law to you? That's lawful to you. Something's wrong. We need to have a conversation. Not only do we need to have a conversation, we need to have a conversation where we can move. And honestly, all I need is 27 relatives. and we could change everything. 30 people, 30 relatives, we could change everything. And whether y'all know it or not, we are related. Whether you know it or not. So me, I want a rainbow. I want a true rainbow coalition. That's my dream. A true rainbow coalition to come change all this shit. 30 motherfuckers. I guarantee change all this shit. So y'all better hurry up before they kill me, man. I'm telling you, they coming for me. I already know they coming for me. I got that impression from jail already. And I'm one day tell y'all about that story too. I'm gonna do a video on that. Everything I experienced in jail. Shout out to all my homies that was in the did I made friends while I was in there. Associates. Cool people, man. That just made fucked up decisions, and man, we're uneducated. And shouts out to all y'all, man. I pray for y'all daily on all y'all cases. I promise you, when I get any money, I'm sending y'all money, bro. Anybody that's in jail, bro, man, send them bread, bro. Send them money. They need that shit, bro. Commissary is like good sex in jail, bro. You feel me? Motherfucker go, oh, I got commissary. I'm serious. If y'all ain't never been, bro, trust me. Send that shit. Send them letters too, man. Cause motherfuckers go crazy now. They purposely fuck with your mind in there. Purposely. Treat you like an animal, man. I'm telling you, look out for your folks. Anyway, I'm going out this bitch, man. Like I said, I need subscribers. I need people to come on through the channel, man. We need to have some real conversations, and I need comments and questions. So when I send this to you, this ain't for you to just go, oh, you doing videos, how cute. Nah, bro. I need you to ask questions. I need you to challenge me. You think I'm bullshitting, or you always wanted to ask me something about the shit that I be doing, bro? Go ahead, ask right now. Do that. You know what I did? And if something wrong with the video too, that's another thing. Because this is a new way that I'm doing this. Because I feel like the video is better. The quality. But if something wrong with the video, let me know. So I can clean it up. You did. Alright. One. And motherfucker.